Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Cheese and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to Steins episode 20. So, last episode, things really started to heat up again. Okarin is now trying to undo that D-mail which was sent by Moeka, but that's way harder than the previous D-mails he had to undo. Because we now know, well, we already knew that Moeka was working for CERN, but we didn't know why exactly. And she's basically doing it because of this FB person who we still know nothing about. But that's the only person that made Moeka feel at the time that she was needed by someone. So that's why she decided to follow this person even though they've never met or even spoken. So yeah, that FB person is still a big mystery. So yeah, it's gonna be a really big challenge to find this person because Okarin has to find him in order to undo the D-mail, because that FB person, or at least that phone number, is probably gonna be the only thing that's gonna convince Moeka to not steal that IBN 5100. But yeah, things really got intense the last episode. Moeka can turn really crazy when she snaps. But yeah, I'm really excited to watch this episode. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So let's go! Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. She told us where the IBN 5100 is. So yeah, I suppose that we're gonna actually get the IBM 5100 from that coin locker. Um, if it's still there, of course, we're not sure about that. And yeah, we're not sure yet if that will be enough to change the timeline. Get through the gate. Sekai sen wo koete. Oh, that's the coin locker. Oh yeah. So in the end, he still has to undo that D-mill first. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there she is. Abba. Well, we haven't seen Mayuri in quite a long time, or she doesn't get a lot of screen time recently. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, and we don't see her that much lately. Even though everything Okarin is doing is for her sake, but she doesn't know, of course. Still staking out. That's quite a private thing, though, but. Hmm. But she let him. That's her code name. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I don't think that guy's FB. It's probably an underling or something. Next underling. Same tattoo. Oh, I hope they don't get noticed though. Oh damn, no! Back, back. Oh, what he's doing is so risky though. So many people that are passing on this IBM 5100. Now he's getting on a truck. Oh no, someone's getting off. Mr. Brown. I knew that would be someone that we knew already, or at least that someone we already knew was related to this thing. Oh, and now it's that day. No, don't get noticed. Airport. Oh. Ooh. What? What's Mr. Brown's real name? I totally forgot. Mm-hmm. Mr. Maybe he's also just a middle person. So it was him. So it was him. And I already told you, it wouldn't surprise me if it was someone we knew all along. Oh my gosh. Mm. No, no, no. No, he didn't. Wow, that transition though. Oh my god. So his daughter's kinda like a hostage as well. No. Yeah. This got so dark. Oh. Oh yeah, it worked. It worked. Oh, because she got a mail. But now we're back to the moment where she doesn't know who FB is. Because that whole conversation didn't happen. He got it! Oh wow. Yeah, he was probably thinking something like that she has helped him so many times, even though she doesn't know, but because he has kept on traveling to the past again. Wait. Oh! Yeah, that's right! Now I remember, so that's what, yeah, we're gonna go back to what he saw in the very first episode, where she indeed died. Oh my god. Whew. I totally forgot about that because it had been such a long time ago. I mean, it happened in episode 1, like the very beginning of the series. But yeah, indeed, that was still before he sent the first email. And even Ocarina himself forgot about that. But yeah, it totally makes sense that he forgot about that because he was so focused on not letting Mayuri die. But yeah, indeed, if they would return to that original timeline, that would just mean that Kurisu would die. So yeah, that was episode 20 of Steins Gate, and yeah, like, this episode was so dark, and I mean, like, last episode was already really intense, but this time we finally found out who this FB person is, and it was Mr. Brown. Well, I didn't suspect him precisely, but I suspected that it would be someone that we already knew from the series. And since he hasn't had a big role so far, it totally made sense that he turned out to be that FB person. He was always just that neighbor living below who would just complain about all these experiments. But aside from that, he didn't have a big role or any other, reason to appear. And since we've seen in Steins Gate that every character turned out to have quite a big role, yeah, it totally makes sense that he was also like involved in some other way. But yeah, we discovered as well how Mr. Brown turned out to work for CERN and why he used Moeka to work for him as well. Yeah, it was basically just a way to survive for him especially. And in the end he just couldn't get out of it anymore, and they even used his daughter as hostage. So yeah, I kind of understand why he would do all of this. It just makes a lot of sense. But it was still really dark, especially like after he shot Moeka down and then eventually committed suicide. That is just something he had to do. But it was still really dark. And in the end, their deaths really didn't matter because all they needed was Mr. Brown's phone in order to send that message to Moeka in the past. So at least that prevented Moeka from stealing the IBM 5100. So Ocarine could get it, and now they can change CERN's database or something. At least that's what Daru is now trying to do. But because of that, we also returned to the moment where Moeka still doesn't know about who that FB person is, about the fact that she's just being used like livestock. Like Mr. Brown said, they're just livestock, they're just being used for a while, and if they become useless, they just get tossed away and even killed. But Moeka doesn't know about all of that yet, like after that email got sent. But I don't think that's really important right now. Like the biggest point right now is that they have to undo that very first email Ocarine sent to the past, which the one that got sent after he discovered Kurisu's dead body. So Kurisu just brought that up like really lightly, but Ocarine immediately realized what would happen, if he were to undo that email. So now it seems like he has to choose for, is he gonna save Mayuri or is he gonna give up on shifting back to the original timeline, which would mean that Mayuri still has to die but Kurisu would stay alive. At least. But yeah, I guess we'll find that out in the next episode. At least, yeah, that's something I totally forgot about, and it's really interesting that they brought it back, because yeah, that's like a big issue. And now I also realize that it's kind of like a circle, this story, We started off with Ocarine finding that corpse of Kurisu, and then he sent all those emails. Now he has to undo all those emails, and now he's back to the point where he realized that undoing that very first email would mean that, we would go back to the timeline where Kurisu would get killed. So we kind of made a loop in the story, and I always love these kind of story structures, these kind of narratives where you make like a whole circle and then like everything starts to make sense, these kind of storylines, I just really like them. So yeah, I'm super excited to watch the next episode. But that was my reaction for this one, and if you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're curious to see my other reaction videos, feel free to check out my channel. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.